In this session, I want to cover two key topics: communication and specifically transparency, and what a lot of people call open book management. I'm a big fan, and there's a couple of key reasons behind that. The first thing is I think it's very difficult for employees to be motivated and driven to improve results if they're not sure what the ultimate outcome of those results are. It's often difficult. We set profit benchmarks and profit targets, and some of our models are based on a profit share scheme. How do we know as an employee where that profit is, how we improve it, what we need to do to make sure that's actually achievable? And B, how do I measure that if I'm not aware of the financial performance of the business? If I'm not entitled to see any information at all, I'm sort of stumbling around in the dark trying to find my way to the doorway, and that's difficult. The other thing that I think is really important is lots of academic research around the employee's estimate or forecast of what your profitability actually is. The academic research overwhelmingly supports the fact that employees nearly always overestimate the amount of money that you're making. So one of the most common criticisms I get from owners is, I don't want my employees to see my financials because I don't want them to see how much money I'm making. The reality is employees are already overestimating the amount of money that you're making. Now, if you're an employee who thinks the business is making $1 million and it's actually making $250,000, your focus is not on cost saving or efficiency or productivity or performance. Who cares? We're already making millions of dollars. But if you know that the company's making 250 and our target is to get to 400, it's much more realistic and it's transparent. The last point I want to make on this topic is this is also about trust. And one of the key benefits of employee ownership is actually the psychology of ownership. Inviting employees into the tent with you as an owner has a very deep psychological impact on those people. They're not just an employee, they're not working for you, they're not just earning a salary or a bonus, they're now an owner of your business in partnership, if you like, with you. Part of that is open and honest and transparent communication. Now, I'm not a fan of giving employees the entire financial statements. I'm not even a fan of looking at them myself. They're long, they're complicated, and there are a lot of details in there that are not necessary or useful or important. It's a little bit like the KPI conversation. Simple, short, sharp, concise is often better. So maybe what we design is a dashboard style report, 1 or 2 pages, key highlights. What's our turnover? What's our labor cost? What's our cost of goods? What's our overheads? What's our net profit? That might be enough. And then our KPIs that we talked about should then highlight the key things that drive that performance. What do employees need to focus on? Because the reality is, if you go and tell an employee, I want to improve the profit next year by 7.5%, they probably won't know A, what that number is, and B, what they can do to contribute to it. So making it clear and concise, but including open, regular communication and transparency around performance, including financial performance, is a really important aspect of making employee ownership work.